My son, Anthony Dyer, who's 16 years old, had joined a gang that I didn't know about, and the gang that he was in, they murdered him. My son hadn't come home, and it was on my pay week, and he hadn't came home for 2 days. That Friday, I was going to call the television station and ask them to air my son on the TV, but that evening I heard about a body had been found, and I didn't feel comfortable with that. I went down to look at the body, and what I saw, it didn't look like my son because his face was swollen. He was frozen. It was a bitter cold. The only way that I really identified him was by his fingernail biting. And it was hard. It was very hard to deal with that. They end up beating him. Then they wrapped him up and put him in a towel and put him in a trash can. So the leader of the gang told him to 69 him, which meant kill him. So one of the guys went down the hill and kicked him in his head until he wasn't breathing anymore. And he took his gym shoes off that I had just bought him. When they finally picked him up, the guy that had kicked him in his head, he had his shoes on. I didn't even know my son was in the gang until after he passed. He was only 16. To me, he was still a baby. I had a memory lost. People that I had known for years, I couldn't remember who they were. I couldn't go back to work for at least 3 weeks. People would question me about different things, and I didn't want to deal with it. I would cry all the time. It's just your whole life, it just turned upside down. None of them showed any remorse. Next year, 3 of them, when we get out, they plea bargain. Some of them got 7 years. One of the girls that cleaned up the blood at the apartment that he had got beat up at, she's out. The leader of the gang got 15 to 30. The one guy that had his gym shoes on, he got 12 years. No, he got 16 years. And a guy that took his clothes off and burned them, he got 12 years. So they all got time. If you've committed a crime and it's totally shut out and you're going on with your life, well, that family, they're not going on because their life is forever changed. It will never, never be the same. And it hurts because I know my son wanted to live and it wasn't fair. It was not fair.